come down here, Mr. Cho. Over there, so X is on the other side over there. You want to?
Yeah. Here?
Sure, you just leave it there.
Lily, you want to stand here? Angela, you want to stand here? Yeah, go ahead, please. I will stand here.
Yeah, we can take the mask off.
Yeah, we can take off our masks because
can
we
put
have
the mask on.
social
Oh,
distancing.
okay.
Better pictures. All right. Alan, you gonna get started?
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the Chinese Cultural Center of Greater Toronto, a community cultural hub for multicultural events. Over the last 30 years, the CCCGT have successfully building bridges to enable our community to meet the West and the East. In the last 3 years, we are home for over 30,000 new immigrants to take their oath to become Canadian citizens in our center. We are proud to be their host. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we expand our community work to include one mask at a time, distributing over 300,000 PPE to the most vulnerable seniors, health care frontline workers, and our community partner, Scarborough Health Network. 1 meal at a time, CCC Engage, CCC Connect, to name a few programs to help our homebound seniors during this pandemic. Our center is also open for the vaccine center in the last couple of months. In recent months of the uprising anti-hate racism, CCC launched a Stronger Together program, 2-year program to educate general public to counter racism. We have more work to do and accomplish. Looking forward to work with the province of Ontario to expand our Stronger Together program. Without further ado, let me introduce MPP Minister Raymond Cho. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm so honored to join Minister Gill and PA Peng for this announcement today here at the Chinese Cultural Center. What a fitting location, as the center has been doing great work combating racism and promoting racial harmony, especially this year through their Stronger Together initiative made possible by our government's Safer and Vital Communities grant. And what a perfect timing, too, as in 2 days, on September 30th, Canada will be making the inaugural National Day of Truth and Reconciliation to commemorate the lives lost in the residential schools. We are proud of our government taking immediate action once again today through this grant, through community-led initiatives and partnership to combat racism and hate, be it anti-Asian, anti-Black, anti-Indigenous, anti-Semitism, or Islamophobia. Racism in any shape or form is shameful and totally unacceptable. It has no place in our society, period. Our province Our province is blessed and proud to have a marvelous cultural mosaic. Our diversity is a source of strength and should be celebrated. Today's announcement will help ensure our collective efforts to bring our community together and reinforce the incredible diversity that is Ontario's strength. Lastly, I want to thank Minister Gill for his leadership. The new Ministry of Citizenship and Multiculturalism is taking swift action to strengthen our government's commitment to our anti-racism strategy and advancing the mandate of Anti-Racism Directorate. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite PA Billy Pang.
Good morning, everyone. 咁多位早晨。Thank you, Alan Lam, Angela Chan, and the team at the Chinese Culture Center for Greater Toronto for hosting us today. I've attended many events here at the center, and I know how important it is to the community. In addition to celebrate the Chinese culture, you are working to support and empower this resilient community. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many Canadians of East and Southeast Asian descent experienced anti-Asian hate. As someone originally from Hong Kong and as an elected representative, this troubled me a lot. But we came together as a province to keep each other safe, and we affirm that hate and discrimination have no place in Ontario. In my role as the Parliamentary Assistant to Parm Gill, the Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism, I'm committed to promoting equity and inclusion so every community can thrive. I also dedicated to addressing anti-Asian racism and all forms of racism, discrimination, and hate, to make Ontario a safer, more inclusive place for everyone. I look forward to partnering with communities, nonprofits, and other organizations to share our vision. Now I would like to introduce Minister Gill, who's here to discuss a very special initiative for communities across the province. Minister Gill.
Thank you, Billy. Good morning, everyone. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to be amongst all of you on this beautiful morning, and obviously great to be here in Scarborough. Some of you may not know, this is actually the area, this is part of Scarborough where I grew up. This is where I went to school back in the day, so Scarborough obviously has a very special place in my heart for sure, and lots of great memories. Just a bit about Billy, first and foremost. Let me just thank Billy Pang, PA Pang, for his leadership, for his commitment, and for his hard work at Queen's Park on behalf of the community, on behalf of his constituents. I can tell you, and I know my other colleagues would agree with me, he's one of the hardest working MPPs at Queen's Park, and works hard each and every single day. And I'm truly honored and blessed to have him as part of our team at the Ministry of Citizenship and Multiculturalism. I would also like to, of course, thank my friends and my colleagues, Minister Cho, who's riding we're in, and also MPP Vijay Thanagaslam, also PA to Transport, and then we've got MPP Eris Bebekin here with us as well. Also want to take this opportunity to really thank the Chinese Cultural Center, Alan, of course, Angela, for their leadership, and also for hosting us here this morning for this important announcement that we're going to be sharing with Ontarians. This center has been a great source of inspiration and a strength, not just here for the local community, but I would say, you know, the broader community here right across the GTA. So thank you for your leadership, Alan and Angela. So through your Stronger Together project, funded through our government's Safer and Vital Community Grant, you are educating communities, of course, and working with multi-sector partners to address anti-Asian hate. So thank you for that as well. You know, this is exactly the work we want to continue to strengthen and replicate in communities across our great province. As the minister responsible, of course, for citizenship and multiculturalism, I am honored to champion so many diverse communities and diverse voices right across our great province. I'm also deeply committed to advancing our government's anti-racism mandate as a minister responsible, of course, for anti-racism. In fact, I'm here today to reaffirm our government's commitment to eliminating systemic racism, addressing hate, and advancing racial equity right across our great province. Racism and hate have absolutely no place in our province. The rise in anti-Asian hate from COVID-19, the persistence of anti-Semitism, and the recent Islamophobic attacks in London and Hamilton remind us all that we all have a responsibility to speak up and act. To help tackle this critical issue, our government is supporting important community-led initiatives through $1.6 million investments over 2 years starting in 2021 and 2022. Solutions to address racism and rid our province of hate are needed urgently, and these solutions cannot come from government alone. Communities are working together to speak up against the injustice, intolerance, and discrimination that Indigenous, Black, and racialized individuals continue to experience. That's why we have collaborated with partners across the province to create the Anti-Racism, Anti-Hate Grant Program. The Anti-Racism, Anti-Hate Grant Program supports our government's ongoing commitment to work with communities on anti-racism initiatives, which include increasing public awareness of the impacts of racism and hate in all of its forms. Consistent with what we've heard across the province during our consultation, this new grant will support culturally responsive and informed community-led initiatives. It will support projects that will help build capacity, connect communities, and deepen understanding on the impacts of racism and hate. So today, I'm happy to launch the call for application for Ontario's Anti-Racism, Anti-Hate Grant Program. We embedded equity throughout the application process, making it easier for more communities and organizations to access and apply across multiple channels. Eligible organizations can apply for grants of up to $40,000 over 2 years for independent projects or up to $100,000 over 2 years for partnership between 2 or more organizations. Applications are open until November 15th. More information, of course, can be obtained in terms of how to apply for the funds that are available at ontario.ca, and we look forward to seeing as many successful applicants as possible. I'd like to thank all those across the province who were involved in shaping the focus of this important initiative and program. Your feedback and insights were integral to the process, supporting our ongoing commitment to investing in initiatives that will have a lasting impact, of course, for generations to come. As we continue to navigate the challenges of COVID-19, it's critical to remember that worry and fear can fuel racism and hate, which are already serious threats to the safety, health, and prosperity of our society. The pandemic has also exposed existing inequities, and I know that some populations have faced disproportionate impacts. Our government will work across government and sectors, not in silos, to address systemic racism and create meaningful change. We will also continue to work with community partners to address disparities and build a better Ontario for us all, one that is equitable, one that creates opportunities for each and every citizen of this province. Together, we will build more inclusive Ontario for all of us. I want to thank everyone, of course, for joining us this morning for this important announcement, for this important initiative. And I think we can all recognize and say that we have a lot of work ahead of us. And I am proud and I'm honored to lead this file and also be appointed as the minister responsible to lead some of these important initiatives at the provincial level. So with that, I want to thank everyone once again, and I'm happy to take any questions. Thank you.
One question, one follow-up. Please introduce your name and your outlet that you're with. Questions?
It's good. If there aren't any questions, then we can move on to the next program, which is, I guess, a photo op here. Is that correct, Shannon? Awesome. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Really appreciate all of you coming out this morning, and especially my colleagues, Alan and Angela, once again. Thank you.